So, when you want to know something, you should always go and ask the experts, and that is exactly why we are paying a visit to our friends at the Spartan Concept Store here in Sunway, because they are the specialists in shark helmets. Good brand, and they are going to be able to tell us about the range of helmets available for you to choose from. Okay, let's get the ball rolling by talking about a helmet that's going to be the default choice by proper racers who wants to have good action on track. And I'm talking about this helmet over here, which is the Race R Pro Carbon. Alright, so what's so special about this helmet is the fact that the shell is made entirely out of carbon fiber. This means it's only 1,250 grams light, super light but very, very tough. And this reduces the stress on the neck when you're riding, right? Also on top of that, you've got this double back spoiler setup, which means it's very aerodynamic and it definitely keeps everything where it's supposed to be. The visor itself is an optical class 1 visor, which means it's flat, allows for very little distortion, and you don't want to have any distraction when you're on track, and this is the kind of visor you should go for. Also on top of that, the mechanism allows for notched raising and lowering, and also easy disassembly, which means you can just snap it out and snap a new one back on with no fuss at all. You see, this is the kind of helmet proper racers will go for. In fact, this is the Jorge Lorenzo helmet, and this is a very special helmet designed and commissioned for Johann Zarco after he won Moto2. So in the entire world, there are only 1,000 units ever produced, and we've got one of them right over here. Okay, next up is a helmet that is basically the transformer of the helmet world, and this is the Evo 1, which is a very cool full face helmet, right? Really? How about that, man? You get a full face and an open face both in one. Now, the unique thing about this helmet is the fact that you see a lot of the convertible helmets out there only opens up until there, right? This makes for really bad aerodynamics. You're going on your back and then you get your neck pushed back. Really bad for your neck as well. So the fact that Shark has basically pushed everything to the back means that this is still a very aerodynamic package. Also on top of that, you can have your visor down, and once again you have the double visor set up over there. So this is perfect to be used in hot sun and all that. It's still a full-on helmet, and it's got a very unique feature that really protects the visor, because even if you have the visor down and you want to put the chin guard back up, push it up and you will see the visor rising up so that it's protected against scratches and all that. So, bring it down, lock it down. Double locking mechanism, by the way, for added security, and you can have your visor down. Et voila, 1,650 grams in weight, not too bad. Perfect for the long cruisers out there. As far as how cool a helmet can look, I think very few can beat this little baby over here. This is Drac by Shark. It only weighs 1,050 grams. It's lightweight, it's durable. It looks very cool because you can wear it like this or like this. You see, unlike the other convertible that we showed you earlier, which is the Evo 1, you can still raise the visor and place it on top of the helmet like this, and you can take off the mouthpiece, giving you flexibility in how the way helmet looks. Also on top of that, the visor and the mouthpiece can also be purchased separately, making this helmet totally customizable. Very, very cool. Now, we recommend this helmet to be used in the city because it's got really good ventilation, right? So you get to keep cool. The visor has a built-in anti-fog. We don't recommend you to take this helmet out onto the open road or riding fast in it, because of the fact that you've got a lot of apertures means that you may get a lot of noise within the helmet chamber itself. Hence why you should be wearing this in the city, and also the way the helmet hugs the shape of your skull is also yet another thing that adds comfort when you ride in the city. It doesn't matter on a naked or a moped. But also, most importantly, because of the way it looks, people are going to stop and stare, and you definitely want to do that in the city. This, guys, is the Squall. It is easily one of the safest helmets on the market right now, and I'll tell you why. Because it's got a trick up its sleeve. Hit the button once, you've got a stable light. Hit the button twice, you've got blinking lights. Now we're talking about at the top of the helmet over here, you've got another light at the chin area, and you've got Maserati style double boomerangs out at the back, right? This really aids in the visibility of the rider, especially when you're riding at night. At the same time, this is still a full-on performance helmet. It weighs 1,470 grams, not too bad, but slightly heavier than all the other full face because it's got to accommodate the rechargeable battery within this casing itself. Charging is done via a USB port and a cable that is supplied along with the helmet. All right. If you charge for a couple of hours and you've got full charge in the battery, that will allow you 10 hours of use in blink mode and 5 hours of continuous use in the solid state mode. At the same time, this helmet still features the double visor that we have grown to love because we can use this then when the weather is really, really hot. And all in all, this is still a very durable, very tough and yet relatively lightweight helmet produced by Shark. Cool stuff. See, so now you know the different types of helmet, and this is only a little bit of the range that Shark offers over here. But we figured that it's really important for you to know what helmet you should go for when you are going in the market for a good performance helmet. It's not just about grabbing whatever that's available off the rack anywhere you go, but you can actually have a good selection based on what you want, what are the features that you're looking for, and your affordability. See, this is all good stuff.